Get codes, everybody, because today we'll continue to play Danganronpa Mauve, presented to you by Zephyr, and follow them more for more Danganronpa fan games, Danganronpa translations, and any Danganronpa related stuff. Link is in the description. Let's go. Where were we? No volume for the voice, eh? Oh well. Nothing here. Is there any money coins here? I don't think. I hope not. Wait, what? Oh, okay. There are other stuff here. Here, right. Nothing. Okay. Let's not bother going to the women's restroom. What? It's 2025. The bars block the stairs. I wonder what kind of space the third floor holds. Probably the other parts of the third floor holds the third floor. Just saying. Let's see. This is a book cart used for returning books. A bookshelf filled by countless books. Some interesting titles catch my eye. A bookshelf filled with countless books. Something interesting to, Same thing, I'm guessing. Yep, there's something shiny here. Yep, found a coin. Not a coin. Nothing. About me. Hey man. The library is quite well maintained. I should use it often. Oh, do you read a lot of books too? I don't really like literature, but when I have time, I read science books as a hobby. Hey, can I ask what you like? Things that you might have already read. Cosmos, The Selfless Gene, Silent Spring, and such. Oh yeah, they are definitely famous. Surprisingly, you don't read engineering-related books? Is there anything surprising? It's all in here. You go down chapter 4 head. That's amazing. Is that a compliment? Thanks, I guess. Anyway, I'll have to do some investigation. I don't think I'll have to look through every single book here, right? It'll be endless. As Yugo said, the library stretched very deep and the end was far away. Even if you invested just 1 minute to each book, it would take several weeks to read them. Judging by the white dust on the books, they appear to have been neglected for a long time. Doesn't seem like they've been touched by the mastermind at all. About that, Rikana, who had been silently listening to our conversation from the side, intervened. I think that's a little bit strange. Is it strange? We just entered the school for the entrance ceremony a few days ago, right? There's no way dust could have accumulated like this in such a short time. Oh really, now that I hear you, it's strange. Could it be that Hope Spring Academy simply didn't properly manage its books? Such a vast volume of books would be difficult for ordinary staff to handle. That's not it, the books are very well managed. The books are neatly arranged in call number order, and the bookshelves are clean with no yellowing, bug bites, or crumbles. The hardcover binding or bookcase also has crisp, sharp edges just like new. Wow, that's quite professional. Wow, that just felt like Jumanji talking. Well, I just learned superficially by working part-time at a used bookstore. It only took a few seconds and a few words for Kizuki to realize her remark was a slip of the tongue. The ultimate librarian, who works as a librarian at Tokyo Metropolitan Library, Japan's best library. There's no way I could compare myself to someone just flipping through an old dusty book who would only end up being laughed at and offending others. I'll cancel it. Compare you to Jumanji was short-sighted of me. Yeah, that's right. Well, the true ultimates lead the world in their respective fields. A fake ultimate like me is best off jump. A fake ultimate like me is best off just imitating. Thank you for reminding me of my place. Yeah, I guess it's better just leave it alone. Anyway, I can't offer a single word of praise. Perhaps you should have chosen someone else. Sorry, I think I misspoke. You did your best. He's just a bit difficult to deal with. Anyway, I guess I'll just do a cursory look into it for now. See you later. Does it seem like Ego is a bit more cooperative? Exactly. I thought she would dismiss us because she couldn't see that we were investigating since our first meeting. There's a ladder here. Is it there to make it easier to get the books out? I think this isn't a ladder but a step ladder. Isn't that the same thing? Let's look at the core issue. Oh, an Ace Attorney reference. Is that so? If the ladder wasn't here, Kizuka then stood in front of the bookshelf, raised her chin, and stretched her arms above her head. Her fragile white fingers barely touched the bottom part of the book placed on the top shelf of the bookshelf. I guess I could safely take books out of the bookshelf this high. If you try to forcefully pull it out in your current state, you might slip and lose it. I am glad this exists. It makes it a bit more convenient to use. Bookshelf full of countless books. Before we talk to the other guys, maybe there's another coin here, or is it just one coin per room, just like every other Danganronpa game? Who knew Jumanji would be here? Yep, see, it's become Korea now. Yeah, I guess they kind of gave up because it just repeats the same thing. Or maybe they just missed it. That's a lot of books. Damn. Bookworm's Wet Dream. God damn, look at that. Holy shit, that's a lot of them. Yeah, that is a lot. Let's, you know what, I'm not gonna continue. Let's just talk to Mayu now. Nothing to say, eh? Alright. It seemed that Jumanji had left her seat first, was also in the middle of conducting an investigation while reading a book. Oh, Jumanji. Actually, I felt like she was just reading rather than investigating, told you. She was already buried in the death of Ivan Ilyich, and beside her were the glass bead game, the temple of the golden pavilion, the kiss of the spider woman, etc. There were piles of books that showed no commonality whatsoever except that they were considered classic literature. Should I give up trying to talk at this rate? Oh well. Give up. Let's see what else. Classroom, eh? It's a surveillance camera. Is there any way to avoid its gaze? Something seems to be here. Ooh, cool. First try. And some clock that I can't understand the language. What's a reception monitor hanging on the corner in the wall? There's nothing special about it, except it's hanging out on the wall. It's a heavy plane of iron. Was there a window beyond it? Same thing, right? Sup, fellas? Transaction, is that it? Transaction, that's too grandiose of expression. It is just one of the ways to gain credibility I asked earlier. And you actually don't have to bear the disadvantages, do you? I think it's part of what you're pursuing. They seem to be having a serious conversation. The atmosphere suggested I shouldn't interrupt. Okay. Fair enough. What else? Did I miss a room? Hey, asshole. Up. Okay. Nothing up here. 2A. Uh-huh. Let's see if there's another coin here. Nothing. Hello, clock. It's a clock. It tells time. There's no reason to look at it anyway since there's no sunlight here. Something seems to be here. Hey, what the hell? Getting pretty lucky with looking for money coins today. I feel like all my luck will be used up here. Especially since the trial will require a lot of luck. Okay. So this is the second floor classroom. At first glance, there doesn't seem to be anything different from the first floor classrooms. I guess we still need to look into it in more detail. Great conversation, fellas. Thanks. Contribution has been impeccable. Okay. Ooh, there's nothing down there. Huh, interesting. Okay. Up here. Oh, okay. I missed that room. Swimming pool. That does look like a swimming pool. Wow, there's a pool here too. The facilities are better than I thought. It's really just a normal school place. My heart is pounding. Do you have a swimsuit? It would be nice to invite the others over later and play together. You want to play with me? Yeah, you know, pool parties, that kind of feeling. Wearing a swimsuit together. Yes. Okay, then our goal is to find a swimsuit. Let's go. Yes. You know a thing or two, let's go. I have a feeling that, what's her name? The ultimate driver is gonna be one of the survivors of this game because they are gonna need someone who knows how to escape this place in some sort of vehicle. And since she's the ultimate driver, who else? Who is better than an ultimate driver, you know? Are you okay? Huh? I think you're a little anxious. No, it's not that I'm anxious. It's just because I've never played with friends before. Aw. Since coming to the school, I've been half excited and half worried about what kind of experience I'll have. But swimming all of a sudden, I don't mind yet. It's so sudden. Especially since I'm an albino patient who can't be exposed to sunlight. I've never really had a chance to show my bare skin to others. Oh, okay. Well, I could always swim inside. Yeah, there's no sun here, so it's fine. So that's why. You can get used to it. Shall we finish our investigation? As I said that, I approached the door in front of me. Beyond this door, I think is a changing room. What is this? There's some kind of lock on it. What are you doing? This is a special measures to prevent impure relationships. Impure relationships? Who knows what kind of accident you guys in your prime might cause in a defenseless place like the locker room. For the sake of the school's honor, nothing can be tolerated except for murder and death. No, I never thought about that. Anyway, this door only opens if you bring your e-handbook. The e-handbooks held by male students can only be used in the male locker room, and the e-handbook held by female students can only be used in the female locker room. The opposite is impossible, so don't waste your time. Well, what if someone opens the door and someone else just sneaks in? What happens then? Say, what? Of course the machine gun will fire up to those rebellious people. Of course the same applies if you use someone else's e-handbook. Don't look down on your teacher, Monokuma. No, it's not that I look down on you. Anyway, don't try anything stupid. I'm always watching you. I think I've said everything I wanted to say, so I'll go. Bye. Then, shall we go in? Okay, then. I scan my e-handbook on the door at the men's locker room. Kizuki's caddy on the floor of the women's locker room. What are we gonna find? This is a locker used for changing clothes. It's empty inside. Huh, so it's not empty. It's a monitor from another country. Locker contains various supplies. It's packed with cleaning supplies, belt, toilet paper rolls, towels, and more. It's a large dumbbell. I picked it up. It's quite heavy. It's a sandbag. I tried hitting it with my fist as a demonstration and it's quite hard. It's an ordinary treadmill. Okay, nothing else here, I guess. Miyuki, hi. Who is it? Looks like you're investigating. How's it going? Yeah. Is there anything worth seeing over there? Yeah. Wow, this is upsetting no matter what. That's not right. You're being so dismissive. I've probably lost a lot of favor with the others. But I'll let this slide because I'm more concerned about something else. Something else? You don't know? I thought this was a place you'd really avoid. I was quietly watching Shitanda, who was saying things I didn't understand. He strode towards me with a peculiar hazy expression that was completely unreadable. No, those weren't steps toward me. Shitanda walked past me and toward the door opposite the one he entered through. Here's the question. This is the locker room. So what's on the other side of this door? Well... What? You know what I mean. Shitanda opened the door before I could even utter the answer. And then... What is it? Flashback? Hey, wake up. Miyuki, are you okay? Wait, what are you doing here? You're not supposed to be here. Get out of there unless you want to get... You want to get shot by the machine gun cameras. When I opened my eyes, I felt a hard, cold sensation on the back of my head and back. I was sprawled out on the floor. Are you okay? First, can someone explain what happened? Well, I was investigating the women's locker room, and after a while I heard a scream from the next room. I ran out and knocked on the door. Drag you out while you were having a seizure. You don't remember anything? Oh, okay, so this is the outside. Nothing at all. You're saying I screamed and had a seizure? I was so surprised I almost fell off the treadmill. Wow, you were working out in the middle of that? Oh, amazing. I can't miss my daily routine. In the midst of it all, I never expected such an intense reaction just by slightly opening it. After watching the Mauve video, he was surprised for a moment and then said something. Mauve video? Seems like I was finally starting to understand the situation. You're playing with me. What does that mean? You spied on my Mauve video and my reactions, and then you knew I was afraid of water. Miyuki, what do you mean? There's nothing to hide. My motivation video was a video made by piecing together various videos featuring water. When I saw that, I panicked for a moment. And then you opened the door and showed me, because you saw that side, didn't you? The view of the swimming pool beyond the door. I'm glad you understand quickly. Honestly, I can't help but wonder, would you be inspired by a video of someone with amnesia threatening those around them? I assume you get something special, so I sat down at the desk behind you. All I could see were images of lakes, rivers, and oceans, all incomprehensible to me out of curiosity. That's... How could you do that? How ignorant are you about phobias? Kizuki raised her voice, which was a rare sight. Do you think that phobias are just simple fears, anxiety, or disgust? With obvious mental and physical distress and irrational overreactions that can even escalate to panic attacks? You're quite enthusiastic, Kizuki. Is Miyuki that precious to you? What are you talking about? I'm just trying to protect a friend who's in danger. Friend, that's right. I remember what we talked about when we first met. You said you came here to make friends, right? What are you trying to say? Anyway, I'm sorry. It wasn't intentional, so I'll apologize. Get out. Get out of my sight. Let's go. Eh? What? Rikana grabbed Chitanda's collar and pulled him away, and Chitanda, with a bewildered expression, was dragged away by her hand. Why do you have to go through this? Although Chitanda was usually good to others, he had never directly harmed anyone like he did just now. Why does it have to be me, of all people, who suffers again? That was too much. How can he be so brazen after doing that to someone? Are you okay? If you had that condition, you should have told me in advance. Miyuki? Oh, I didn't know much about myself either. Honestly, there's still something I don't quite understand. Really? What is that? I was in the hallway near the door leading into the locker room. The pull door was a bit far away, so isn't it strange that the sound of the pull from a distance caused such severe symptoms? I usually had no problem drinking water or showering, but seeing it from afar made me scream and have a seizure. Don't think it's strange. Hydrophobia is a common occurrence. In severe cases, even washing is impossible, but usually it's a fear of deep water, something that's contained or stagnant. It's not surprising that you don't notice it, since you've never seen deep water in the school before. Now you see. Even taking that into account, it's certainly a bit extreme to have a seizure just from briefly seeing water that far away. I'm not a psychology expert, but if you notice any symptoms in your daily living, please let me know. I'll do my best to help. Kizuki's presence could not have been more reassuring. Yeah, best girl, best girl. You don't have to go that far. Thank you. Then I'll just do what I have to do. There's something I'm more concerned about. What do you mean to come here to make friends? Oh, that? Told you right, I'm an albino patient. I couldn't go outside and naturally couldn't go to school, so I never met kids my age in my life. The only things that could soothe my heart were the animals I raised. I lived alone in a closed room, doing nothing but research ever since. So naturally I ended up coming to this school to find friends. I really didn't want to be lonely anymore. I see. You came all the way to Hopspeak Academy to find a friend. That's a bit of a strange reason, isn't it? No, that's enough for me. Although the circumstances are a bit different, speaking as someone who has never had a friend, if you want to see your peers, school is the best option. I suppose that's not so strange. That's right. Thank you for saying that. Well then, let's cheer up and continue our investigation. Was there nothing special in the women's locker room? There were some lockers and exercise equipment. I think it's probably the same as the men's locker room. I guess there wasn't much of a difference. Even as my curiosity about my own identity grew, I vowed never to set foot in the swimming pool again. Oh, can't move. Owie, my back. It looks like we're done investigating the second floor, so let's go back to the diner. I think there was supposed to be a monocle in there. Okay, did everyone do well during the investigation? Yeah, first I didn't see any objects that could be used as weapons. There's a pool. We could do a pool party. But it's such a standard school swimming pool. Wouldn't it be no fun in a place like that? It's not like you've ever enjoyed a party, so saying something like that has no credibility. There was the library too. It was a huge library. I don't think we'll ever be bored. No, even if there was something like that, I think it would be too boring. I suggest you take this opportunity to develop an interest in reading. By cultivating your inner self, you can foster mental maturity. I can't even read a Chitter post that's more than 3 lines long. Even in a situation like this, reading books, that's impossible. Does anyone know where Jumanji is? I might have seen her last just before she was sucked into a book. Are you saying she was reading a book in the library? Yeah, while I was at the library, she didn't move a muscle and just flipped through the bookshelves. With so many books, it's no wonder her eyes are wandering. I guess I'll have to go see her face later. Okay, thanks. By the way, where did Justin go? Upon hearing this, it turned out that aside from the people who had definitely been left out of the search, Tadaira and Jumanji, there was one more empty spot. Wonder if he's not noticeable because he speaks so little. Misaki, you were with him. Do you know anything? Oh, it's nothing. I asked him to do something. You asked him to do something? What? I think it's better to show that to explain, so I'll put that aside for now. I still have more to say. What is it? To begin with, Misaki then lowered her head and took out something like a large box from under the desk. What is that? Huh? The weapons. Upon closer inspection, I could see that it was a safe. Weapons? I told you earlier, I'm going to take everything back just in case. I swept away not only the kitchen knives, but also all the wires and carving knives from the storage room. Misaki opened the safe. As Misaki said, it was filled with deadly items. It would certainly be a good idea to get rid of anything that could potentially harm people. It's a good choice, as these aren't items that would normally be used. The intentions are good, but where do you plan to store them? If it's not maintained in a reliable manner, it is ultimately meaningless. That was the problem. At first I was thinking of getting rid of it in the incinerator or something. Monica was threatening and saying that it was vandalism and such. Well, I thought everyone would be against keeping it in my personal room. It's definitely unfair. No matter how much of a leader you may be, we can't just freely hand over a weapon. So I was worried about that. That's when I discovered this safe. Misaki then took something out of her pocket. 2 keys. That's right, this is a safe that requires 2 keys to open. The ultimate engineer knows her stuff. If we keep it here, you won't be able to take the weapon out by yourself, right? Misaki closed the safe door and put 1 key in each of the 2 keyholes and turned it. After locking it like this, and then after taking out both keys, she put only one of them back into the keyhole and turned it. The key only rattled as if caught on something and wouldn't turn. Do you see? You can't open it with just 1 key. Wouldn't it work if I kept the safe and the keys were kept by 2 other people? It's definitely a safe choice, I understand. Where are you going to give those keys to? Yeah, I'm thinking about that. I'll think about it before this meeting ends. Oh, and I found one more thing. The large bathhouse was open, you know. You mean the one across from the diner? The one with the black entrance? Yeah, that's right. I went in. It was spacious and nice. I've never had a chance to wash in such a nice place in my life, so I wanted to soak right away, but I could barely hold back. I was curious about that place that is finally open. I should go there sometime. Or should we just go with our group? It'll be fun to take a bath together. Oh, so this is the part of a camaraderie building initiative? I agree. Just in case I'm saying this, but men go in separately. Do you think I'm crazy enough to suggest this to you guys? I see. That's too bad. I thought it would be a special experience to encounter it in its natural state, just as it was when it was born on this earth. What? Are you crazy? You pervert, you piece of trash. Die. Just die. No, I think there's some misunderstanding. You're too honest about your desires, Tomoe. But even so, aren't you afraid of the consequences of revealing so openly? Naturalness, pursuing that as well, is a romantic thing. Perhaps people wearing clothes facing each other might be quite a ridiculous thing. Again, what the hell are you guys talking about? Since you suggested a pool party, I figured you wouldn't mind that kind of activity. Okay, I get it. Stop. Don't make things weird. Tomoe seemed to want to protest more, but in the end he slid back into the chair with a truly resentful and sad expression on his face. It's over now, right? Yeah, actually, I haven't found out anything more, so that's the end of the conversation. Even in the newly opened place, we still haven't found a clue to escape. I didn't expect much, but I guess I shouldn't be discouraged. We have only just started. If we dig a little deeper, won't we find something? As Big How said, this is just the beginning, so there's no need to be so negative. That's right, let's do our best within our capabilities as usual. Is that so? Yeah, let's concentrate on the search. We have no other choice. At that time, Sarashina was nodding his head with a somewhat drowsy expression. I heard the diner's door open behind me. Justin. The one who opened it was Justin, who was mentioned a little while ago. But not only Justin. Ooh. Tadaira. I hope you've been doing well, everyone. A sudden appearance. While I was carefully choosing what to say, Tadaira calmly walked to her seat and sat down. Is this the job you left to Justin? Yeah, I asked Justin to focus on escorting Tadaira. I said this because I thought it would be a solution that could simultaneously resolve all the complaints that came up before investigating the second floor. Persuasion success, she decided to act with me. Justin, Tadaira, and I decided to have breakfast together only in the mornings. This should be okay, right? Was this why they were talking alone in the classroom earlier? In fact, Justin will be able to build more trust by protecting Tadaira. Managing only Tadaira allowed for focused care, providing better conditions and being forced to participate in group activities to Justin. Certainly, I could feel at ease knowing that she is under the protection of Justin, who possesses the formidable military might for Tadaira. Misaki, you've been thinking hard. However, it doesn't seem like a very positive situation to view Mr. Tadaira only as a target for protection. It's okay, I gave him permission. Mr. Tadaira. I don't like being killed. I also don't like being seen as easy prey to someone. But more than anything else, I hate being locked in a room. If I can't reach out to you like this, I won't be able to get through the situation at all. So please take good care of me. I've chosen the path of reaching out my hand. Although Tadaira was speaking vaguely, judging by the silence that had descended upon the diner, it seemed as though everyone understood the true meaning behind her words. Please don't kill me, that is what she means. Okay, I'll leave this one key with you, Justin. Key? Say what? Well, you see, Misaki repeated the story she had told us before. I thought you were the right person for the job. I don't need to explain why, do I? I understand. I'll take the key. Justin took the key from Misaki and put it in his pocket. The other one is Ego. Do you want to take it? Looking at this, it seems like you only give it to problematic people. You're just showing off, saying, I'm such a generous and tolerant leader. Even when you speak, it makes her look better. It's only natural that you don't give it to someone who will follow your will obediently. You must not provide even the slightest pretext that could allow the key to return to your own hands, so people who are too close are disqualified as candidates. I'll take the key. It will be well hidden. Ego also took the key from Misaki's hand and put it in her pocket. Okay, so that's the end of the matter for now. Now that we've got some new people, it feels like a waste to end it here. Does anyone else have anything to add? How about we play a word chain game, taking turns? Playing word chain? You're terrible at it. Wasn't it 17 losses in a row? 17 losses out of 18. See how she only remembers her wins? I glanced at the important conversation was enough. I turned my gaze from the idle chatter and looked sideways at the person who had been on my mind since a while ago. Sutanda was leaning back against the chair, arms crossed. He was quiet, as if lost in thought. Normally, he would have made the sensitive remarks without hesitation, and that would make emotions fluctuate a lot. Suddenly, he would have turned the mood upside down or hit the nail on the head, as he calls it. Will there ever come a day when we can figure out the reason behind his actions? I recalled the anger that had already faded, and kept his nonchalant attitude in my eyes. On my back, don't forget to stretch, boys. The meeting was dissolved without further incident. Oh, cool. There's still plenty of time left until nighttime. I must continue my research diligently today, including in the newly opened space. I think I hear a bustling sound coming from somewhere. Oh, free time. But, free time. You have to edit here, fellas, because I have to prepare for work now. So this is Danganronpa Mauve, presented to you by Zephyrum. Follow them for Danganronpa fan games, Danganronpa translations, and other Danganronpa related stuff. That is all for today. Stay safe and take care of yourselves. Man, this shit is so good. Like, look at that. That's what we'll look like. That's him, the dead guy. Huh. Let's see. Do I even have gifts? I don't think I have. Nope. 0. Nothing. Damn it. Oh well. Yeah, so I'm thinking, what was her name? This girl. Where is she? No. Yep, you'll survive. There you go. Ultimate chauffeur. She's gonna survive. One of the survivors, of course, me. Since I am one of the main characters. Oh, we're gonna go for the free times though. Rikana. She's adorable. The ultimate zoologist. I love the color scheme. So simple. White, black, and red. So nice. Red eyes over a white hair and skin, and then this part black. So good. Best girl by far.